Okay. We'll get started here in a second. Good morning. This is Mark Sebastian, the founder of OptionPit.com, with your AM Vol report. It is a great day. Again, we had a great calendar course the other day. We'll have a store up. We've now done like 8 of these. So the next couple of weeks, expect a store where you'll be able to get access to, be able to buy all of the old ones that we've done. They're pretty awesome. So let's talk about the market. Well, we had IBM kind of missed yesterday. You know, the earnings were fine. The kind of outlook was not fine. And that's what's driving the Dow lower. So if you look at the Dow, remember Dow's price weighted. You know, the Dow's having all kinds of problems, while you know, the S&P's barely moved, and that's entirely related to the fact that you know, the S&P or the Dow has that price weighting smaller. And you can see the rut, which has been kind of the weak spot, kind of is leading today, and the NASDAQ flat. So a little movement, but nothing really crazy except for the Dow, and the Dow is almost entirely because of IBM, which is just having a rough day, just like micro seems to be right now. Now it's off the lows. All right, it's off the lows, but Vol's still kind of high for IBM. So if you look at IBM, Vol, you can see the Vol is still nicely elevated. Sets up an interesting bearish broken wing butterfly opportunity, and you know, potential trade there. Looking at kind of broader market Vol, you can see the VIX has stabilized around this 1230 level. You know, after getting the 11s, finally decided, hey, you know, maybe I shouldn't be that cheap, and so you know, we're now looking at 12.6 volatility and saying, oh, that's not so bad, you know. You know, that's where we're kind of seeing the price action today. You know, I think that there's some interesting plays that are developing. You know, the 12.5 put spread in print, kind of interesting. You know, some other little 1x2s into the print that look interesting, but you know, that's that. Now, obviously everybody's talking about Apple because Apple's Apple, and it's the stock that everybody in the world wants to worship. And you can see the vol is juicy. All right, 68% volatility in that front month, and really even going out, it's back into the 30s. So, you know, Apple volatility is not inexpensive. There's been a lot of action on like the July weekly 140s in the 70-cent range, and some in the 135s. The way the skew is Apple. Show you this real fast. You know, there are probably better plays than buying upside. You know, if you want to look at like next week's and you want to look at premium over a quarter, you know, there's some vertical plays that set up here that are not bad at all. You know, that make some sense. You know, buying kind of here and selling a little more up here. So I would sell stuff in the 140s and buy stuff in the 130s. I think that's where the vol edge is. On the day, you know, it looks like the market might be a touch softer as a whole. The VIX isn't going to pop too much. You can see futures are still kind of languishing, so they're not moving around too much. But this might be one of those breather days where not a lot happens. All right, folks, if you got questions, you can email me, marketoption.com. You can call me 888-TRADE-01. Talk